Dow down 1.88%. Nasdaq down 1.98%. S&P 500 down about 2%. That's Wednesday. Here's the weirdest part. At one point during the day, the market was actually green. Let me break down what happened. Because Wednesday wasn't one story. It was 4 stories hitting the tape at the same time. Look, if you're new here, hit subscribe. Free research note in the pinned comment. First, CPI. 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Headline prints 4.2% year over year. First time above 4% in 3 years. Sounds scary, right? But here's what actually happened. Core CPI came in at 0.2% month over month, below the 0.3% consensus, below last month's 0.4%. The market's reaction? Pure relief. Futures ripped. Nasdaq went from down 1.5% to nearly flat. S&P tried to go green. That relief lasted about an hour. Second, Iran. Same day, same hours. Trump escalates on social media. Iran dragged out the talks. Will pay a price. U.S. launches military strikes. Iran responds. Closes the Strait of Hormuz. Oil rips 3.5% higher. Every rally from the CPI, good news, gets wiped out. When a geopolitical shock hits on the same day as an economic release, the economic release loses. The market tried to price CPI. Geopolitics said no. Third, chips. This didn't start Wednesday. It started Friday. Semis down 10%. Monday had a bounce. Tuesday bled. Wednesday, another leg lower. Philly Semiconductor fell 3.6%. NVDA lost 4.2%. Broadcom over 5%. Peak to trough? Down more than 9% in less than a week. Goldman flagged momentum longs at an all-time high. Barclays said the unwind isn't done. Crowded trades don't reverse in one day. They reverse in waves. Fourth, SpaceX. Biggest IPO ever. Friday, $1.75 trillion valuation. Institutions that want in need to free up capital. That means selling other stuff. Growth stocks. Tech. The exact names already under pressure from the chip unwind. It's not the main driver, but it's the thing that makes every dip feel heavier than it should. So what's the framework here? These 4 forces don't resolve at the same speed. CPI is done. We know the number. Iran is the fastest moving variable. Ceasefire. Thursday changes everything. Escalation makes it worse. The chip unwind has its own momentum. Probably needs days of consolidation. The SpaceX pressure lifts Friday afternoon. Dangerous combination. Iran escalating. Chips still unwinding. IPO pressure in the background. Least dangerous. Ceasefire. Chip stabilization. IPO passes. One question. Which of these 4 forces worries you most? Drop it in the comments. Wednesday was a stress test. The market didn't pass. It didn't break either. The question isn't whether these forces were real. The question is, which one fades first? If you made it this far, you know the drill. Subscribe, hit the bell. Free note in the pinned comment. Trade smart. See you next time.